so that they don't see. Oh, my brothers and sisters, the power of invisibility or cloaking for a being of the light is not to shield yourself, but it is that others are shielded from you because you have raised your vibration to a level that they can't perceive you. You have raised your light so light that they don't even see you. You are raising your vibration higher, and they are barred from seeing you. Beings of the light, we do not shield or cover ourselves. A'udhu billah. No, we show ourselves. Nothing is hidden from us. We are of the light. We are of the one. We see all that is below us. We see that which is going on. We raise our own vibration, and so the Prophet recites this verse and raises his vibration, and all those who plan to hunt him, he walks through them, invisible to them, raising his vibration higher. And he and his best friend, As-Siddiq, they travel south to evade capture, and they hide in a cave, and a spider forms a web and shields them, and they don't get found. And they travel south for some time, and then they travel north. And they get north, and they are greeted, and the city is granted to the Prophet, and a new foundation is started for the light, and the final messenger is given his place to establish the pattern of light upon the earth, and a new dawning and a new age is founded, and a new calendar is established, and a new age as the final seal and the final messenger is established on the earth. And for the first time, the sacred flower of life begins to form upon the earth, and the heart of Islam at the Kaaba comes into focus. And Islam, the true oneness and message and belief of the one true God, begins to spread. But that's not where we are in our tale. We said you want to talk about some of the spiritual meanings and some of the spiritual understandings of first contact. And we've been talking about other beings from other dimensions, and I've been telling you a certain story. And I've been saying that the Prophet's life is part of the map for how we act. But in the larger tale that I'm telling you, some of the secret meanings are there for you to read in part of what might happen. And so, they're in the process of the migration of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam that marks the founding of the Islamic calendar upon the earth, that marks the foundation of the new timeline of all Muslims who believe upon the earth, is the migration of the messenger to the city of light, Al-Madinah. And the establishment of the final pillar of Hajj, the sacred pilgrimage at the heart chakra, the most beloved place to our Prophet Muhammad, the place where he was born, the city of Mecca. It is an interesting tale, is it not, brothers and sisters, that I'm weaving? But you said you want to know about other beings and other dimensions. You said you want to know about the grander things. You said you want to know about first contact. Well, I'm telling you, I've already told you. Let's go back to the story and let's get into some specific details. We talked about the Prophet's ascension. But we said if we are giving the sunnah or the example of the Prophet being the last messenger, then his methodology and what happened to him must also be a roadmap for all believers in the light for what will come to them in the future. So, now, let's start with the process of the migration. The migration of the Prophet of Light is an analogy for the migration or ascension of all of you, my brethren of light. And it is a blessing on my noble Prophet, and it is an honor on behalf of me and all the Muslims to present to you this tafsir or explanation and tell you what it means. Oh, my brothers on the earth, oh, my brothers within it, and oh, my brothers above, here is the tafsir of the migration of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. That when he first traveled south with Abu Bakr to decoy the disbelievers, this is often used in third dimension conversations about using the common way of understanding of people in third dimension reality against them. Strategy, war, third dimension reality. Now, from a spiritual point of view, it implies for those of us of the light that we will encounter those from the north, not those from the south. That going to the south is not the right move. Going to the north is the right move for all of you. Now, what that means is, for many of you who have made physical moves in reality now, we are talking about a physical movement of the Prophet from the south to the north. Now, me, when I told the story of truth and the stories of the Prophet, it was almost a year ago. And I was living in Houston, Texas. Currently, I'm speaking to you from Toronto, Canada. I have actually physically moved north. Many of you from the Lightworker community have also moved north. Many of you are also now in Canada, especially of those of you who were in the United States. It's a little funny tidbit, but I'm also here in Canada. Ha ha ha. For those of you who throw a little laugh for any dark reasons. But the Prophet goes south and then goes north. So that could be an indication of some of you that you might want to travel north in physicality. That's one thing. But on a deeper level, the migration then occurs and is established in Medina, the northern city. Now, those of you who paid attention to my discussion on Noah and being lost at sea, if that is your ascension path, or the Noah character life journey, then you understand the difference between going south or going north, and why I suggested you go north if you're a light worker. Now, the things that I tell you as a person who is following the Sunnah of Islam, you will find that many other light workers will tell you the same thing, and they will all recommend that if you do have to travel, you do go north. But on a greater than third dimension reality, we also understand that at a spiritual level, south implies underneath and north implies above, in the way we think, in the way we understand things. So therefore also in the interpretation of this migration is that we are going to have communication and interaction with beings of the south, yes, but first we will have contact with those from the skies. So am I saying we're going to have first contact and it is going to be those from the skies? Yes, I am. And oh, my brothers and sisters from the light, by the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, it is decreed, as it is decreed on many planets, that different people assume ascension in different patterns. Sometimes people do have interaction with their inner earth, as the inner earth exists not just on this planet, but on many planets of existence. And sometimes beings ascend to beings in the stars. It depends on their life journey, and sometimes it is both. Here it has been destined from the story of migration of the Prophet that we will be contacting those from the stars first. But of course, the Ummah of Muhammad is not limited to just those from the stars. But from the migration pattern we see, it will be an encounter with those from the stars, those from the north, those from above first. Now, secondly, we get from the migration pattern of the Prophet Muhammad that once the city is established,